What's up, contractors? In this video, we are going to be covering the success formula and how our contractorgrowth.io system works so that we can help you excel in your business and gain an unfair advantage, or fair, depending on how you look at it, over your competition. So we're doing some really unique stuff here. I'm going to break it down in this video exactly what we're doing. So first, let's jump into the success formulas. So I want to break this down because it's really important to understand a couple key things about how Google works in order to understand how what we do is special and really gets a leg up on the competition. So a lot of you guys may know you need to be doing blogs, putting out content, but if it's not the right content in the right format, in the right sequence, it doesn't matter and it's a waste of time and money. So the success formulas, we use a plugin that we've created called the Squared Away plugin. This allows us to put some code on your site that can adjust SEO characteristics and code dynamically. And this really helps us to really get you a leg up on the competition by doing a lot of work in a very cost-effective way. And I'll show you that in a few minutes here. But first, to define these, the Squared Away plugin helps us leverage AI and current SEO best practices to dynamically optimize your online presence. That dynamically piece is important, and you'll see why here in a bit. So traffic equals ranking potential times ranking signals. An easy way to break down ranking potential, and I'm going to give you the full thing here in a moment, but think about this. If you have no pages on your website, what is the potential that you'll rank? Goose egg, right? Zero, zilch. If you have 100 pages, the potential is greatly multiplied. Now, that doesn't mean 100 pages are going to rank well. It doesn't mean anything other than there's potential there. So the actual formula for ranking potential is page count times page optimization score times page freshness coefficient, which basically means how old is the content. And if you're like me, when you're looking for content, you'll choose something that is newer over something that is older every time because the world is changing fast, right? And then that we're gonna add in the target keyword count and the indexation score. An easy way to say this, make this much easier to understand, is the amount of pages, how optimized they are, how fresh they are, and what keywords you're using, and are they indexed, right? So a lot of that is technical stuff. A lot of it's creative content, but a lot of it is technical as well. And then ranking signals, which is the other part of the traffic formula, is knowledge-based trust times site authority times page relevance and importance. So relevance and importance is easy. If I search for plumbers near me, relevance and importance is this website about a plumber? And are they near me, right? Is it relevant and is the importance? Site authority and trust, right? This is more on the Google side. Have you established yourself as someone who could be trusted? Now, this is where most people go wrong, and I'm going to show you this, how we do this in a second with topical maps, but I want to give you an easy example here. So if you were if I said I know the most about Star Wars, right? I'm trying to prove to Google I know the most about Star Wars. And somebody comes to me and says, hey, do you know about the original director of Star Wars? And I said, oh, well, I know everything but that. Well, you would be like, well, then you don't know the most about Star Wars, right? Google does the same thing. They are looking to see what you're putting out, to see if you're really an expert in the field that you are saying you're an expert in. Now, they judge this based on sites like Wikipedia and different things to kind of establish a map of what you should know as an expert in that field. So this is very important to understand these areas here: site authority and knowledge-based trust. So what we do for clients is, and I'm going to show you a real example right now of a client who would like to rank for residential electrical services in Keller, Texas. Very specific long tail keyword. We're getting a lot of success with stuff like this. So right now, let me see if I can go, I can't zoom out anymore, but all of these categories here: home wiring installations, electrical safety inspections, panel upgrades, Keller, Texas, lighting solutions, residential, smart home installations, emergency electrical services, surge protection, residential, outdoor lighting, energy efficiency consulting, and local electrician reviews. Now, you may even be like, well, I don't really do all of that. That doesn't even matter. What's really important here is that we want to send a signal to Google that you are the expert without, if there's something, let's say that you don't at all do energy efficiency consulting. In this example, we could probably take that one out. So all we would have to do in our software is this, and it would cut that out of the topical map. But what we're doing here is we're breaking down this big keyword, residential electrical services. In the example I gave of Star Wars, that's the Star Wars, right? And then all of these categories underneath of it are the Luke Skywalker and all the different elements. Honestly, Star Wars isn't a great example for me because I'm not an expert in Star Wars. Not afraid to admit it. But you can see here, each of these categories then we break into content. Now this green highlight here means that we've already added that to our map. We've already rolled that out and scheduled that as content to go out. So we are going through methodically, and over time we're going to get all of these different articles out for our clients. Some of the top articles are enhanced safety with security lighting installation in Keller, Texas. That is a part of the lighting solutions for residential, which falls under the big topic, residential electrical services in Keller, Texas. So I don't want to bore you with this too much, but it's very important to know that there is a strategy that in order to rank for this keyword, this topic, we want to go into all of the categories that fall under that umbrella and establish our expertise by sharing information about those. Now, we spread keywords out through those as well, and I'll share that actually. Let's see, I can go up to here, I think. Yes. And you can see here are some of the articles that we've already generated, right? And we can click on that. We can go and see the amazing image here. But we're gonna see that it's gonna include certain keywords down here that we want it to include. It's gonna compare against competitors who are using that. I mean, this is a very, very in-depth approach, a very holistic approach at SEO. We're comparing against the competitors at every step of the way. You can see I mentioned that it's getting the map from Wikipedia, also Wikidata, and from Google. And this is allowing us to really create content that is part of a bigger objective that without this software we use and the processes we've developed would be very hard to keep track of. So this is a great example of the content, the type of content we put out. Now, of course, when it is published to the blog, it's not going to be highlighted like it is here. This is for me to be able to go in quickly and see, you know, what's some brand content, what are different keywords, things like that. But we are able to compare everything against our competition so that we can get a leg up on the competition. All right, so next let's check out another relevant piece of this. So we looked at ranking potential. So what I just covered was here's how we establish our knowledge-based trust and site authority. Basically how we establish that we are an expert in this thing that we're trying to rank for. Next, we're going to look at ranking potential, right? So page count. Page count is just a matter of continuing to expand and build our content library, right? Putting out blog content. A big part of that is this is increasing our ranking potential. Each one of those allows us to put another piece of the puzzle in place for us to establish that map of expertise. But then there's the page optimization. And this is where a lot of people don't do this at all, or they do it once and forget about it. This is where a lot of our magic comes in. So we come in and we have this plugin. It is the Squared Away plugin I mentioned. Now, we are able to come in and you can see that the optimizations I've made for this client would have taken 8 days, 18 hours, and 45 minutes. It's tracking based on average time it takes a human to do this, which is the way most people do it. It doesn't take us that long. So we come in and what we can do is for a new client, or for every month or week, depending on the package, we come in and recrawl, and that's going to scan everything on your entire website that we have the ability to fix, which is title tags, description. Here we go. There's some things I can come in and fix now. So let me see what's not deployed. All right. So this is an area where there are some images where these exist that they do not have the alt text. So we're gonna, let me make sure these all make sense. Okay, that makes sense, that makes sense, that makes sense. So we're gonna deploy them. So this is going to keep us up to date in these areas. So again, every month or every week, depending on the client, we come in and we do these things for our clients. This allows us to keep things optimized, but what it also does is when we rescan and recrawl, it sees what's the current state of us versus our competition. Because some of the things, like these title tags, for example, what we can do when we recrawl is it's gonna bring this category over here into our current title, and it's going to make recommendations for some of them that we should be updating, because it's recognized that here's what your competition is doing and here's what you could be doing to gain traction or gain ranking on them by updating your title tags in this way. So we're able to dynamically continue to optimize and adjust our SEO strategy based on what's currently happening in the market. So if you're with a typical SEO company or a typical marketing company, if they even do this at all, they'll often just do it in the beginning and that'll be it. Well, the rest of the market is dynamic, it's moving, people are coming into the market, new people are engaging in SEO. So the situation is changing, so if you set it and forget it, you'll fall behind, even if you're continuing to put out new content. So that's a very important piece of this. Let's see if there's anything else I want to show you. I think that's it for now. So to recap, to bring this all back together, right? Looking at our success formula. Traffic is ranking potential times ranking signals. Ranking signals, we went over, is the knowledge-based trust and site authority times relevance and importance. So if the search is for a plumber near me, are you a plumber? Is your website about plumbers? Do you have you built up some authority in that space? Are you an expert, and do you have all the knowledge that Google feels you need to be able to trust that when they show your website to this person, they're gonna get what they want? Because at the end of the day, that's what Google wants. It's seekers to have a good experience, people who are searching on Google. So if you have the right ranking signals, you have the right amount of content, meaning pages out there, and they are optimized and they are fresh, Google will show you. And this is how, one of the ways that we help our clients climb the ladder in the rankings, getting to that number 1, 2, or 3 spot. Not only that, this stuff also allows us to go into your Google business profile, put content out there, optimize things there, and improve your ranking on the map side of things as well. So that is part of our holistic SEO approach. For those who want to get the ball moving fast, we are able to move faster than most in the SEO space because of how we leverage AI and software. On top of that, we also do retargeting on ads, we run ad campaigns as well, and all this stuff works together, right? So if you are interested in seeing how we can help, we are very transparent about our pricing. These are our main packages. This is the main package, the growth package that we roll out for people. We do the starter package, which is just the the Google Business Profile and all the technical optimizations. So we do this in that $500 package. And then if you want to add advertising on and a bunch of extra stuff that will make it happen faster and gain more traction, we offer the Ignition program as well. So what I suggest is, if you are interested, I'll have a link to where you can schedule a free consultation. Consultation is about 10 minutes long. It's literally just us saying, hey, what are your goals? What are you trying to do? To see if what we do is a good match and can help you out. And if it is, we'll see how much of it we need to do to help you accomplish that. So we're really just creating a roadmap. You already know the pricing. There's nothing magical. If you need a new website, we can do that as well. But those are our main packages, and that's the main way we do it. I hope this was informative and not too in the weeds or technical. If you have any questions, you can drop them beneath the video, or you can send me a message, message me the word growth, or comment the word growth down below, and we'll be happy to connect. If this is on YouTube, follow, subscribe, like, do all the stuff, ring the notification bell, all that good stuff. If it's on Facebook, you're watching this, please follow along, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one. Peace.